All of the entries in this cryptic are modelled after the totemic items, I don't know what totemic means, in Richard Wagner's great operatic tetralogy, The Ring of Nibelung. Like Wotan's spear, which derives its power from the inscriptions on it, 11 of the clue answers must be inscribed with an extra letter before entering in the grid. Another 11 are modelled after the Tarnhelm, which can make any character invisible. Okay. Like the sword Nothung, 11 entries must be broken apart and reassembled. And the 11 entries that possess the ring itself use it to exert power over crossing entries, trapping them with its forceful influence. This last group of entries, when the puzzle is complete, will identify the true master of the ring. Well, that looks fun. So it looks like we've got 11 letters with an extra answer. Sorry, 11 entries with an extra answer. 11 with one missing. 11 which are anagrams broken apart and reassembled, and 11 that there's this ring that is going to trap them in. Yes, my precious. So 11 with an extra, 11 without one of its letters, 11 that are anagrams, and 11 with a thing. It's going to go well. Let's see if we can get this done in an hour. No, Meredith, of course it isn't. Of course it isn't. It's much like all the normal stuff. So this was published in January 2014, in case we need to. Allow me to first go with all the clues. So it looks like the clues themselves are normal, like we're not missing a letter from the wordplay or anything. The clues themselves are normal, but we just won't be able to enter them into the grid as is. They are all changed. Beat up cars additionally reduced for scoundrels. Beat up cars additionally reduced for scoundrels. Yes. Yes, I have this. I'm going to see if any of you know this. I've got 2 time crystals here. I've got 2 time crystals behind my head. Because they're glass, you can't see them, but they are there. That I bought way before having crystals from the Crystal Maze were cool. Bought them in 2008. Beat up cars. So go for it. Well. True. Rascals feels like it's the definition. Or maybe is what we're putting in, because rascal is what we've got in the wordplay. Maybe not. Maybe not. Beat up cars, anagram of cars. RASC. Additionally is also. Oh no, there you go. That's fine. Also. Reduce, so we take the last letter off. For scoundrels, you get rascals. There we go. So that is that, but how are we going to put it in? We're not going to add an extra letter. We're not going to take a letter away because it's still 7 letters in there. So it could be an anagram, or it could be... You see, I don't think this possesses the ring. I think the ring is going to be the letter O. This has no O's in it. So I reckon it's going to be an anagram. So what is going to be... I don't know what the anagram of rascals is, but that's what I think it's going to be. And there are 44 grid entries. Okay, good. Companies concealing devious spam in early model GPS. Yep, I've got this one. Companies concealing devious spam in early model GPS. I've got this one. Let me know if you get this one. Give this a quick sip of my coffee. My forehead has exploded in acne. I don't know why. I blame the fact that I've gone for a couple of runs with it, so I've had to sweat. Oh, yes. So there you go. More evidence why running is not good for you. Go for it. 2 for 2, Sensei. I know. It's all downhill from here. Go for it, Hollow. What do you think it is? Go for it, anyone else who thinks they've got it. I think it's compass, so I'm hoping. Good, Hollow says that. Companies, CO for company, but it's plural, so COS. Anagram of spam in there. Now, it has got an O in it, so I reckon that's going to take charge of some of the other entries, the crossing entries in some way. I'm not even going to try and put that in. Mexican City's credo, ultimately, cut Obamacare. Mexican City's credo, ultimately, cut Obamacare. So the Obamacare is ACA, American Care Act. So that Obamacare is probably ACA. Credo, ultimate... oh, right! Credo ultimately is O, and it is A-C-A. But it's going to be that city that I think always looks like a hexadecimal string. O-A... it's that, isn't it? That's a Mexican city. Credo ultimately... Hang on. Hang on. Another 11, which can make any character invisible. So we're going to be removing an axe. I mean, that's suspicious, isn't it? We're removing an axe from that. Sorry, we're adding an axe in. 11 entries must be broken apart and reassembled. It's not that. 11 of the clue enters must be described with an extra letter before being entered. It's not that. That's definitely the Mexican city, and unless I can get an extra letter in there... Oh no, cut is just axe. Duh, there you go. Oaxaca. Thank you very much, Oaxaca. So it's O, ultimately, axe for cut, and a barbicare ACA. So that is just that. Is that going to be an anagram? Can't be an anagram. I think that's going to be one of the wielding its influence over its crosses. Steps over a wall, originally skipping a flat stone. Steps over a wall, originally skipping a flat stone. Well, in the grid there's 5. So that means it could be 4, 5, or 6. Over a wall, originally skipping a flat stone. I think so. Originally skipping S. Flat stone. Pebble. What are the words there for flat stones? Flint, pebble. All I can think of is pebble, 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 pebble alert, pebble. Pebble. Steps. Over a wall. What do you call those things in the countryside that you use to get over a wall? Stiles. S-T-I-L-E-S. That's what I'm thinking of. Originally skipping A, but there's no A in that. It could be originally skipping A, so it could be taking A out of it. No, none of those. I'm going to come... Okay, Meredith, given that we can't put it into the grid anyway, or we might be able to, or maybe not to. Let's see if we can. First letter, please, Meredith. I was thinking of style. Good evening, Catherine. Are you the Catherine from a future episode of Only Connect? Do we have an Only Connector in our midst? I mean, we have many Only Connectors in our midst, but are you the one? Is it style? What's the first letter, please? Meredith. Oh, I can bring the chat down here. No OC spoilers. We will not spoil anything. Absolutely not. I'll tell you what, I will say one thing about OC. Victoria says something. In a previous episode... Oh. I thought you hadn't been on yet. And I've watched them as well. I'm so sorry, Catherine. I wasn't paying attention. Good evening. Welcome. Good luck in your future episodes. And good luck in your ones that you've already done. S. Tile is a flat stone. But why are we originally skipping A? So originally skipping... Oh, and I absolutely hadn't worked that out. Okay, it is a star. Very good, very good. I'm going to reckon that's an anagram of tiles. I reckon that's just going to be tiles that goes in. I'm almost good enough. Almost tempted to put it in, but I'm not going to. Episode 1. Oh, I think... I can't remember which team you're on. I think you must have been on the winning team then. See, I can't even remember. Obviously, no spoilers, but episode 1 is a good one if you've not seen it. So anyway, well, all Only Connectors are welcome here. Which reminds me, I need to email them to check what happens for the next series. Girl controls man with whips. Woohoo! Girl controls man with whips. Okay. I mean, lass? Lassos, maybe? Because a girl is a lass, and if you whip, you lasso. I mean... no, that's a Mr. Whippy. Mr. Whippy. First letter, please. First letter, please. So it's got 6 in the grid, but that, of course, doesn't really mean anything. It is a... Lassie? Controls? Man. Girl is lass. Lariat. Controls man. So what if it's lass and we put an M into it or something like that? Yeah. So a man is a leash? Leashes? It's something like that. Controls man. Isle. He, him. So what about him? Lashims. Oh, catnip. Catnip. What's the gimmick? What isn't the gimmick tonight? I'll tell you in a second once I've got this clue. I'll scroll this up, but I'll summarise it in a minute. Oh. Oh, yes. Lashes. Excellent. That's got 6. Again, we can't... who knows what's going to go in that one? I did. I know, and then went for the wrong one. So, basically, one of 4 things is going to happen to the clues. There's 44 clues that we're doing. 11, we're going to add an extra letter. 11, we're going to take a letter away. 11, we're going to anagram. And 11 are going to do something else that we're not quite sure of. And the other 3 things that I've just said there are assumptions, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be that. We haven't hit a wrong length yet, which is irritating. But maybe the letters move instead. So instead of... who knows? 15. The right letters from Equatorial Guinea concern Tina Turner. The right letters from Equatorial Guinea concern Tina Turner. So the right letters, literally the letters on the right hand side, are L, A from Equatorial Guinea. I want it to be Lathe or Lana, because those are literally, if you keep on going, Equatorial Guinea concern Tina. Is a Lana a Turner? If it is, I haven't heard of it. Let's have a look in the dictionary. Lana is the wood of the Jenipap tree, but that's not a Turner. What does Colin say? Yes, the wood of the Jenipap tree. That is not a useful... Lana... I've not heard... Is Lana Turner a particular person? Then... Look up Lana Turner. Well, I hope this isn't an anagram entry. That's all I'll say. Lana Turner. An old-timey actress. Lana Turner. Lana Turner. An American actress and model. From... born into the 20s and died in the 90s. Okay, so I'll take that. I'll take Lana as the answer there. Oh yeah, we're not hitting any wrong lengths though, which is very interesting. 16. New Testament found in actual apartment often. Yep, happy with this one. New Testament found in actual apartment often. Catus has got it. Catus, with that O, I know the penny has dropped. Yeah. Go for it. Go for 16. I know this one. So, I would very much imagine most of you probably live in one of these. New Testament is NT, is abbreviated to 2. And if it's actual, it's real. And catnip! I haven't spent much money on you for a while. Now it's half a year. Hooray! They've been subscribed for 13 months. 13 months! That's amazing. Thank you very much, catnip. Sensei, flattering me for a change. What does he want? What does he want? He knows my address. I'm worried. What's going to happen? Real with NT in for rental. I mean, I needed a lot of help with style and lashes. Oh, and Lana, to be fair. But yeah, there we go. Nice, Catus. Well done. Good. But for us mere mortals, rental is the way to go. Where's that going to go? That is 16, and that's got 6 letters in the grid. University poet welcoming messenger, perhaps. University poet welcoming messenger, perhaps. Why did poet go to Ovid in my head? It just immediately went to Ovid. University is usually U or uni. A messenger. Oh, is this going to be an American university? And we're going to put RNA, because that's a messenger perhaps. The RNA is a nuclear messenger in genetics. So it's going to be something like that. We're going to put RNA in a poet. Ovi. Harvard, Yale, college, a bard. Is there? Oh, hang on. Bard. That becomes Barnard. Woohoo! I am applauding myself on that one. Thank you very much. Barnard. And finally, there's 8 spaces in that. There's 8 spaces to put that in the grid. So we need to add an extra letter, and that's got to be barnyard. Has to be barnyard if you add a letter in that. I've done a thing, everyone. I've done a thing. I'm also going to, whilst I make a note of it, I'm going to colour that Y yellow, just so that we know that that was an extra inserted letter. Exactly, Kate. Fledgling pair taking train to the west. Now that I've put something in the grid, I can just fall apart. Time for you lot to do the work. Fledgling pair taking train to the west. So, reversed train. Fledgling. So, an owlet. Train. Can train be T? What? A train could be RR, I guess. So, what abbreviations could we have for train? I mean, all I can think of is an owlet for a fledgling or a chick. What is owlet? And let's write down owlet. Pair. Pair is 2. L. It's the classic L. Chicago. So that is owlet. Which, that's got to be an anagram of towel, right? That's clearly an anagram of towel. So that is 2 with L as in the elevated train in Chicago. Reversed. Heads of Brotherhood endorse young Turkish official. Heads of Brotherhood endorse young Turkish official. How many letters have we got in this one? We've got 4. I mean, I have Emir in my head, but I don't know why. Because it's Foggy's favourite crossword word, I think, Emir. Because that feels like a Turkish official. But heads of Brotherhood endorse a BE. Now, if you take the first letters of BE, Y and T for Brotherhood endorse young Turkish, you get bait. Is that a word? No. Worth trying. Is not. Heads of Brotherhood endorse young Turkish official. Arga for a Turkish official? First letter, please. I mean, heads could be H. Starts with B. This is disappointing because I sort of knew that. Heads of Brotherhood endorse, so we've got B and E. And now we need a young... something meaning young? Maybe? Is it BE? I'm going to ask for that, because maybe this is a word that I'm not familiar with. BE. I'm getting confirmation that it is BE. One of my favourite James Bond movie sidekicks. Interesting. Turkish official. Is it BEY? It is? But it's not B-E-Y-T. What? Obey is a oh, it is just okay. Obey. Ah, right. If I'd known that, then I could have just gone stop because I'd worked out what was going on in terms of the wordplay. Oh, okay. Well, we have 4 letters that we need to put it in. So I'm assuming obey. What other things could that be? Obey feels like all right, doesn't it? I'm going to go with obey. I mean, so whatever is going on here. Belie. Okay. Going to keep the Y in because I'm pretty sure about that. But it could be obey or belie. I'm pretty sure it would be obey out of those, but who knows. Ballad cut short by musical work. Ballad cut short by musical work. It does, if run to it. It very much does, doesn't it? But it might be 2 words, whatever 8 down is, so you just don't really know. Ballad, song, cut short, so we've got S-O-N, by A for a musical work. Sonata. How many letters have we got? 6. Sonata. Sonata by A, cut short by a musical ballad. Hollow's got 22. Might have to come back to this one. Ballad cut short by a musical work. I want it to be opera. I did it again. Okay. I mean, I had sonata because that's a musical work. Ballad cut short, son, S-O-N, by A. If your by is at and A is A. So by can be at. And then a musical work is a sonata. Okay, there we go. Embarrasses Alberta with evidence of a fire. Okay, I'm going to go for this one immediately. I'm assuming it's a bash. Alberta must abbreviate to AB somehow. Evidence of a fire is ash. If you do that, you are ashes, in fact. It's got to be ashes, hasn't it? And then that is embarrasses. And I'm going to say, because it's too long, hooray, we're going to take a letter out. So, I'm assuming bashes. It could be a bases. So, it's either bashes or a bases, but it's going to end ES. Bashes or a bases. But again, I think bashes. We shall see. Nasty flap about taste of Indonesian rice dish. Nasty flap about taste of Indonesian rice dish. I've got 27 down. Oh, okay. Well, given there's 4 letters put in the grid, but I'm going to be cheeky and tell you that there's 5. There's 5 in this answer. So go for 27 across. I'm just giving you the clean go-ahead. Go for it. It is an anagram of flap about a taste, a sample, i.e. the first letter of Indian. So it's an anagram of flap and I for pilaf. Also pilau is one of the variant spellings. And that's a rice dish. So we need to take a letter out of that. And I'm assuming Piaf, as in Edith Piaf. So we're going to take an L out of that. Because if you take a P, Ilaf isn't a thing, Plaf isn't a thing, Piaf, Pilf, or Peeler. I would say out of all those, Piaf is the most likely. Because you can certainly pilfer to steal, but to pilf is not a thing, pilf is not a word. Single neighbourhood gutted without let up. Single neighbourhood gutted without let up. 5 letters in the grid. 2 words. Yes, I've got this one. So I'm now currently wondering how it's going to fit in the grid. Because there's only 4 spaces in the grid, Sensei, for it to be removed. Because plath is not a word. I'm assuming that the entry is a word, but I mean that is an assumption. But I'm assuming that the entry is a word. Plath isn't a word, is it? Oh, okay. Did not know that. Okay. It's not in chambers. I think we're all right. I think we'll be all right. So go for 28. Go for it. Meredith Holligrow, go for it. I reckon it's Piaf. Mind you, Piaf is also not in chambers, but we shall see. Yes, but then knowing... Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's a good point. Where is... So, barnyard. I'm going to put Y in a bracket. On end, I think this is. Yes. 1 is single. Neighbourhood gutted. Take out the contents of neighbourhood. Just take the first and last letter. ND. Without let up. On end. I reckon that is going to be one of the ring ones. Coming back. Tear-stained ragamuffin clutches flower. Or flower. We have 8 spaces. Okay, I haven't heard of them, so that may be a thing. 8 spaces. Okay, I have a question about, is there a particular word that is a thing? Because I think it might be my favourite type of clue. It's clutching. I think tear-stained ragamuffin is going to clutch. Is it gardenia? Is there a flower called a gardenia? It's literally hidden in this. And it's hidden in reverse. There is. Good. Well, there we go then. There's 8 letters in that. 8 letters in the entry. Is it going to be an anagram? Don't think it's got to be an anagram, hasn't it? Riddenage. Anyway, we're gonna leave it. Gardenia, thank you very much. Dishevelled punk met deviates. Dishevelled punk met deviates. That's got to be an anagram. It is an anagram. I'm happy with that. And good. I think I know everything that's going on here. I think I know everything that is going on here. Very good, Catus. I think it must be that. Oh, I don't like that, though. Based on the other... Oh, I mean, I think you're right, but that doesn't... That's not good for Pilaf. Go for it for 32. I think it is unkempt, which is an anagram of punk met, but there's not enough space in it, so we're going to have to take the F out of there. So, unkept. Unkept feels like it's going to be, because ukempt isn't a thing, unempt. Yeah, unkept. Yeah, it's got to be there. Guinness, mostly. I've written the exact same clue. I think. But I don't understand. Yeah. Ale. Ale. This is an anlit. Because it's Alec Guinness. I've written... This was in last year's month-long Cryptic Crossword Advent Calendar, I think. Is Alec Guinness, but it's mostly. So it's ale, and that is Guinness. But we now need to add a letter, and that we could add in loads of letters here. Whoops. Because there's 4 spaces for it. It's good enough. It's good enough. Cheese processing utensil is better according to reports. Better. Cheese processing utensil. I'm not up on my cheese processing. cheese processing utensil. I'm just going to have to come back to this. I just can't think of any cheese processing utensils because it's going to sound like better. And if it's better, it's nicer, healthier, less ill. A ladle, a churn, a churner. I'm not going to... Oh, absolutely aren't. If it's halloumi cheese, I will wolf it down, assuming it's cooked. 36. Criminal steals stripper's accessory. Criminal steals stripper's accessory. Yeah, that's quite good, actually. I like that. Palmer Shaunahan. Oh, 10 out of 10 for Sensei there. Getting a point. Go for 36 if you've got it. Hollow has 34, but I think he means 36. I think this is a tassel. I think it's an anagram of steals. Oh, could be EL, of course, yes. And as you lot are American, so it's an American setter, so I'm assuming EL. And so this is 36 cross. There are only 5 spots in it. So is it going to be TAS, T-A-S-S-E? There's only 5 letters in the grid. Tazel? I mean, it just have to take out the S, right? A TAS. It is, yes. Because it can't be Assel. You have to be careful how you say that. Tazel, or T-A-S-L-E, or TAS. Got to be TAS. Surely. I'm not going to put it in though, because just I'm not quite certain about that. But isn't that feels right. That feels right. Dense measure of heat in Old English. Dense measure of heat in Old English. Old English might just be OE, and if we put a measure of heat, means that could be a therm, a calorie, an erg or something. We're going to get dense. So stupid, dense, heavy. This is true, Catus. This is true, which will mean we have to get rid of unkept and piaf. Interesting comment from Hollow there. Dense. Measure of heat. Therm, isn't it? Therm? A degree? I'm not up on my Old English measures of heat. First letter, please. Okay. So it's going to start with O. And then dense. Olive. A tithe? They're literally British. Measure of heat. Celsius, Fahrenheit, Kelvin, degree. Oh, God, yes. What is BTU? So obtuse. So measure of heat is BTUs. Put that in OE and you get obtuse, which means that stupid measure of heat. Stupid. Yes, I'd forgotten about that. Obtuse will go there. Stupid. 38. Change the quality of T under transformation. Change the quality of T under transformation. 38. Oh, okay. 7 letters. Okay, it's going to be an anagram of T under transformed. Anagram of that. So, get me anagram paper out. T under, and it's going to mean change. Denature, that is your anagram right there. Change the quality of it's denature under transformation. And there's only 7 places to put it in, so one of those letters is not going to be put in. And I think it's going to be denture. See, they do appear to make words. Denture. Got to be. I'm going to put it in. I'm going to be mad. We're going to put it in. And then we take the A out. Dissonant triads for Varney, the Wagnerian soprano. I have absolutely no idea what this clues. She is currently doing Tracks of Her Years on Radio 2 on the Ken Brew Show this week. So if you want to know what sort of music she likes, you can catch up with that on BBC Sounds. Anyway, I'm not working for the BBC. I don't know why I'm out advertising them. Dissonant triads for Varney, the Wagnerian soprano. We need 7 letters in this. Triads, like take 3 letters from Varney, the... I have special anagram paper. It is it is whatever paper is closest to me. That's my special anagram paper. Dissonant. That feels like the anagram, or possibly an anagram. 7 though. Who is? I don't know. I'm going to come back to 39. Okay. It could be an anagram of triads, and then is there an Astrid Varney? Oh, that was great, wasn't it? I've seen it used the other way around, actually, but there we go. I think so. Okay. There is an Astrid Varney. Perfectly a Wagnerian soprano, I'd imagine. Good. Right. So we're going to get probably a stride. I would imagine a stride. Oh, I'm going to leave that. I'm going to... Good. There we are. Piglets in quiet grass. Piglets in quiet grass. So we're now dealing with the Downs. Quiet is usually shh. So what are other words for piglets? Rashers of bacon. Grass could be a rat. It could be hemp. Shrimp. Piglets. In quiet, then grass. I'm going to have to come back to this. I know Kate has just got it, but I'm going to come back to it. Initially considered slim and tidy. Initially considered slim and tidy. 4 letters for this one for 2 down. Okay, lots of ego in this one, so I will ask for this one in a minute then. Initially considered C, slim, tidy. Tidy is usually neat, but it's not. If tidy, it is prim. First letter, please. It's going to be an S. It's a C. Oh yes, initially considered. Of course, it's going to be a C. Blech. Slim. 3 letters meaning slim, thin. Oh, it could be 4. Oh, it could be 4, couldn't it? Of course, it could be 4. Because it could be an extra letter that we then have to remove. Slim. I mean, if you've got slim odds, they're long. Clong is not a word. Clear, tidy. 5. I think it's going to be 5 letters in total. Tidy. If you tidy, you are clean. You're slim, you're lean. I win. Winning, 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 winning. I finally got there. Clean, probably going to clan. I would imagine we're taking an E out. But winning, winning, winning. Depose leader of Uruguay with orderly flanking manoeuvres finally. Leader of Uruguay, you. With orderly flanking manoeuvres. It's probably ME, because those are the flanks of... Oh no, manoeuvres finally might be... Hang on. Leader of Uruguay with the last letters of the other ones. Is that a word? That's not a word. And also, it needs to be a lot longer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 6. Depose. Dethrone, oust. Oust is a possible thing. An orderly could be like a... is that like a janitor or a cleaner or a nurse or a secretary or something like sort of an underling? Is that what an orderly is? Flanking manoeuvres finally. Depose. Oust. Evict. Coming back to that one. 4 down. Coordinate lines eliminating the first 20% of government revenue. So the first 20% of government, because there are 10 letters in government, are GO. Do you think my room is orderly? It's amazing how what you can get away with a good a good shot. Actually, my room is quite neat, but my settee is very much not neat. There is laundry on it. It is very much not neat behind that door. There is more laundry out there. Drying laundry. The dried laundry is just here by my left-hand side. But actually, everything else is quite tidy. First letter, please. Lines eliminating GO, and then we get revenue. Coordinate. Plan. Mesh. Lines eliminating GO. First letter is A. Revenue. Turnover. 6 letters. Next. Government has 10 letters, so 20% of that will be GO. Axes. Axes for lines. Eliminating the first 20% of government. Oh, so it's taxes minus the first 20%. There we go. Unluckily, the government has 10 letters. There you go. Taxes minus T. There we are. And how are we going to put that in? Oh, it's 4 down. I mean, it could be taxes. I hope it's not. Taxes is the only thing I can think of that goes in there. What other things are there? Anyway. A red taxi. A red taxi should start with B if barnyard is correct. I mean, cab. How about cab? A taxi is a cab. Why would a red be cab? Because it's Cabernet. Cabernet. There we go. Oh, faxes. Thank you. Thank you, Catherine. I knew you were here for a reason. Cabernet is a red wine. Taxi is a cab. That's a really nice short clue. I like it when you can get them. Cab, I reckon. Crab. Crab, I reckon, is where we're going to be going with that. Do I? Nah, I think there's a few, because it could be scab. Persuade most of London to rise. Well done. Persuade most of London to rise. Well done. Persuade. If you persuade someone, you talk them round, you... Most of London to rise. Oddnoll. Yeah, a few options, isn't there, for that, for cab. Most of London. What's most of London? Inside the M25. To rise. Get up. Well done. Cheers. We've got an A in there. Not that that actually means anything for us. So we're going to move on and do our favourite clue. Oh, Catherine, sorry. You are in for a treat. I mean, Caroline, who is also here, is also in for a treat, because this is always a treat. What clue am I doing next? It's 7 down. What is the physical embodiment of 7 down? Well, if this is 7 up, then this is 7 down. Effrontery may have a comment. There it goes. Thinks highly of publicity limiting muck. Thinks highly of publicity limiting muck. Publicity could be an ad. Thinks highly of. Esteems. Rates. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, actually, when does this can run out? 1st of the 1st, 2023. So I have exactly until this one even has a time on it. 01/01/23, 07/29. You'll probably not be able to read that, but it does have an actual time on it as well. Go on, go on. What if I put my hand here? Is that going to focus? There we go. See, 7:29. So I've got until if I don't drink on New Year's Eve, I've still got a bit of time the following morning. Thinks highly of. Idolizes. Where are we? Where are we? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there's 7 spaces in there. Limiting muck. Muck, rubbish, rot, nonsense. Publicity. Ad. Poster. Sign. It's got to end in S. Spot. Not going to come back to that. I think a die, Meredith. I think. Yeah, that's what I was doing, Cat, but I'll drink it on my last one after the year. First letter, please, then, if Catus thinks they have it. Catus, somehow, Sensei knows that Catus is correct. What? Catus, what do you... Oh, A. Admire. Ads. Publicity is not just ad, but ads. ADS. Mire is your muck. Put that in ads and you get admires. And we can't put that in straight. We have to anagram it, surely, with barnyard there. Mid, I don't know. So we're going to carry on with 8 down and hope that there is a Y in it. Oh, there we go. Thanks, Catnip. I wasn't... No hints on just say if you think it is an anagram. No hints on those, but misread. That is going to work. Group of reddish-brown wolves for Reverend Spooner's revenge. And Hollow has an idea for this. Reddish-brown wolves, so like... for Reverend Spooner, so we're going to... So, like, tan dogs for revenge. If you get revenge, you get your Oten back. I know, but I should have said earlier. Reddish-brown wolves. Beige. What's another word for wolves? I mean, dogs, hounds, tan hounds, handhounds. Oh, okay, bay. So bay hounds, haybounds, bay dogs, daybogs. Pack. Day, pack, payback. Hang on. Yeah, bay, pack, payback. Payback. And is this also going to be an anagram? No, it's going to be, we're going to add an L for playback. So I'm going to add an L in there. A bit of tar inside preserves barrel parts. A bit of tar inside preserves barrel parts. It's a long answer. Barrel parts. I'm wondering if it's whether it is a wooden barrel for brewing and aging alcohol, or whether it's the barrel of a gun. A bit of tar, so that could be tea, inside preserves. So if you keep, you pickle, you salt, and then you get barrel parts for it. There's an R and an E in it. Bit of tar is tea, inside preserves. If you preserve, you keep, you... Oh, first letter, please. S. Saves. staves. Okay, so it's going to go to starves. So we're going to put an R in there. Ha! So why is a stave a barrel part? I'm going to have to look up stave, aren't I? Any one of a long strip of wood, any one of a number of long strips of wood joined together to form a barrel, bucket, or boat hull, etc. Words. I can't words. Beer and lemonade with a splash of soda conveniently nearby. Beer and lemonade with a splash of soda conveniently nearby. I'm just going to go for this one. Shandy. S is splash of soda, first letter of soda. If it's conveniently nearby, like my anagram paper, it is handy. So that is shandy. 10 down. That's got to be shady, right? Shady. Oh, it could be handy, but it feels like then the part of the clue wouldn't have been useful. But it could be handy, so I'm... Based on 6 cross, it's got to be. But I'm not going to put it in. Oh, it could be Sandy. Quite right. Could be Sandy. So we will come back to that. Because we could get Alan for this, which is the anagram of Lana. Okay. So I can actually do some things there. Did we get 6 cross? We got compass. So that looks like an anagram. Anagram of compass, though. I think it's just an anagram. Maybe. Oh, no. Because of the O, things are happening. So, 12 across was style. Oh, it becomes islet. It is an anagram, but not tiles. There we go. And this Alan is going to be an anagram, but not of... I'm impressed that it is an anagram answer. Colorado ski resort lacking leadership and time is depleted. Yep, got this one. Do you know your Colorado ski resorts? That's the question. Colorado ski resort, where are we? 13 down. 13. Yes. Okay. Well, I think I know what's being entered here. So go for 13 if you've got it in the chat. The Colorado ski resort is Aspen. Never been there. Have I been there? I went to Breckenridge. No, I went to Breckenridge when I went to Colorado for skiing. So take off the first letter. You get spen. T for time. Spent is depleted. And it looks like we're going to have to take out the P for cent. So there we go. Iron and aluminium connections forming bonds of a sort. I mean, iron is Fe, aluminium is Al, but connections forming bonds of a sort. Feral. Oh dear, that's a huge clue. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Iron could, of course, be to smooth out. Aluminium could probably be Al, or maybe tin, or maybe something like that. Connections forming bonds of a sort. Of course, it could be an anagram clue. So if it was that, connections, links, bonds of a sort. Let's say that aluminium is tin. No. Something locks? Padlocks? Fetlocks? Iron. Fe, or smooth or even. I'm going to go, oh, okay. If it is Fe, then this is an anagram clue. Okay. An aluminium. Catherine thinks they have it. Well done, Catherine. I, as you can tell, have not got this. It doesn't make me... I mean, it makes me think of feelings. Feelings. This does not make me think of anything. fealty. Fealties. Okay. Ties. Is this what you had, Catherine? I'm sure it is. Ties are your connections, and those are bonds of a sort. So let's anagram that into life seat. Fealties anagrams to. What is that anagram to? Frailest. No, it's close to that though. Leafiest. There we go. That's what it does. Yes, give me a go at the anagrams as well, please. Otherwise I shall come over there, Hollow, and rap your knuckles. 19 across. Leave excellent Russian aircraft at speed. Leave excellent Russian aircraft at speed. Trust you, Hollow. 19, where is that? That is here. Oh, okay, I've got this. Okay, fine. Yeah. I'm going to go for this, just go for it to prove that I got it. Emigrate. If you leave, you emigrate. Excellent must be E. The Russian aircraft is MiG, and rate is the speed. But there's one too many letters, and I'm assuming it's got to be the E that we're leaving. Or is it? Emig. What are we... no, it's got E-M-I-G-R-A-T. What are we taking out? I thought it was going to be migrate. Emirates. Thank you. I was happy with that because I just couldn't spot it. Oh, I still put it in wrong. You muppetry. Emirates, yes. So we're taking out the G there. Swap halves of a European crib. Swap halves of a European crib. Not spotting that, so we're going to move on to the next one. Majestic, withering glare. Regal. There we are. Anagram of glare is regal. It's 23. Regale, I assume. So we're going to add an E in. No, don't do that. I did not ask you to do that. Thank you, Excel. 25. Stop halfway before beginning to overhaul sound system. Stop halfway before beginning to overhaul sound system. I think I know what it must be. 25. Yeah, I think I know what it must be, but I don't know why. Is it stereo? And if so, why? The beginning of overhaul is O. Stop halfway. Cypher, good evening. What are you doing these days? You just finished Puzzle Boat 5 in the past couple of weeks. So what are you doing now? Oh, before in poetry. So stop. Half of stop is ST. Air is before. Beginning to overhaul is O. And we get sound system. So, probably an anagram clue, I reckon. Give me a first quick go. Stores? No. Retos? Roasties? I don't know. Anyway, good evening, Cypher. What are you up to doing these days? Oh, it does. That's true. It's got an O in it. We'll ignore that because I don't know what's going on with those clues. Finished Puzzle Boat last week on to Mark. I hope they're good. About the same. Are they about the same difficulty? I was led to believe they're roughly the same difficulty as Puzzle Boat. 26. Rollicking Tale, set in American City. Rollicking Tale, set in American City. 26. Anagram of Tale in LA. Rollicking. Thank you, Sensei. Yes, sorry, I should have said that for the new people. Yes, there's one of 4 things happening to the clues. We either add a letter, remove a letter, always apparently giving us a real word, or anagram before entry, or a fun 4th thing that I don't know yet. Fair enough. I mean, I find Foggy's hard enough. Rollicking Tale says, I'm going to come back to this one. Oh no, a few of you are getting it. Meredith has got it. Hollow has got it. First letter, please. I mean, LA, I want to be the American city. What other American cities are there with really short names? S. Oh, yes, I could see that it starts with S as well. Yes, there's also but that's not an American city, so it's not quite what I mentioned. But it is a very useful city for crossword ease. Oh, it's not. It's just an anagram. It's Seattle. It's an anagram of tails set. So settle, I'm going to assume. It's either settle or saddle, and I think it's settle. So that settles that. So we're going to take an A out. Nudged gym director primarily to gain approval. Nudged gym director primarily to gain approval. So is that GD with approval in the middle of it? Like okay or nodded or something like that, and we'll get nudged. 27. Where is 27? Poked. Why would it be poked? PE, there we go. He says, almost taking a drink. I did the classic thing there of what you see in the movies of people going, well, actually, and then they never take a bite of their food, or if they do start their food, you know, they'll leave the scene having only taken 2 bites of their food. It's poked. It's poked. It's okay in PE for gym and D for director primarily. Poked, which has got an O in it, so that is one of that. That is my potato cup, yes. Criticise Eliot's clothes. Criticise Eliot's clothes. Is Eliot going to be an indicator for TS? If you criticise, you knock, you ding, you dent, you... It's got zeal. Easy, eel, eely. No, okay. Tease. Oh, TS is tease. So that... oh. Or tease? Oh, pan, and then it is TS for Elliot. Okay, so Elliot is TS, and then pants. Am I wearing pants? Well, I will say it is laundry day. Pants, so if you criticise you, pan, we're going to have to take a letter out. Pats, pant, probably pats. Could be ants. Thanks, ants. Thanks. Source of unwiped mucus all around. No, you won't, Stephen. No, you won't. Source of unwiped mucus all around. Source of unwiped is you. Mucus is phlegm. Booger. 29. Oh, love look around you. What are birds? We just don't know. 29. Source of unwiped mucus all around. I can confirm that Sensei is one of his serious aims. If he had a vast amount of wealth, more wealth than he would ever know what to deal with, it would be, you know, do the big things, solve world hunger, etc., etc., and fund Look Around You Season 3. He's told me that in the past. I mean, it's going to start with a U. Mucus all around. Don't know. I'm going to come back to that one. Catus has a good point. Catus has a very good point. But I think the funding is mostly going to go in the star's salary. Christian's bundle. Oh, that's good if it is what I think it is. 31. I think I know what it is. 31. Go for 31 if you think you know 31. I'm going to go with Bale, as in Christian Bale. If you've got a bundle, a Bale. That's right, isn't it? And I assume that's going to anagram to Abel. So I mean, I've got to. And finally, stir a writer. Pen. Pen? Would it be pen? Because a writer is a pen. Is a stir a pen? Yes, they're only allowed to get anything in the set from second-hand sounds. I like that. Yes, that would be good. Pen is the written word, writing his occupation. Also, the long, horny internal shell of a squid. Now, I bet you didn't know that. The pen is the long, horny internal shell of a squid. And if you knew that, I'm very worried for you. Is it a stir? So it's also a large feather. It's a quill. It's a cuttlebone. It's a small enclosure. It's a covered dock. It's a short form of penitentiary. And isn't that a prison as well? Oh, I hate... There's something I don't like about prison slang. It's just so... So it's a pen. Just stir. That could be open. No, it can't be open because there's a P in it. So it could be pent. So anyway, let's now start putting in a lot of the answers that we think we've got, because we might be able to deal with these things. So rascals, probably an anagram. Compass. No, that's got an O in it. So that is just an anagram, but I can't work it out. Don't know about that one. Lashes. That's got to be an anagram. Hassle. I'm going to guess hassle for that. So we've got Alan. Rental. So this is going to be an anagram of... Well, it's not lantern. Okay, anagrams of rental, please. Antler, thank you. I like that hint. That's an excellent hint. Antler. 21. No, sorry. So that's that's become bevy from bay. So that V is extra. The one before it, owlet. It's not towel. Oh, it's got to be towel, but it's... Oh, yeah, it's got an O in it. Thank you. Thank you. We covered this. If it's got an O in it, I'm leaving it because I don't know what's going on. 24. A bases. I don't think it could be anything else, but it is. Bases, and we take out the H. That's got an O in it. 30. Oh, blimey. Okay. Hydrangea. Ooh, what is that? Oh, yeah, I thought it had no in it for a second there. Gardenia. Gardenia goes to... Oh, okay. I didn't see it. What's the first letter, please? It's not drainage, because we know that it's got some very unusual letters. It ends in GA. So the first letter there. Oh. Fine. Yeah. And then drainage. Yeah, okay. Drainage, okay. 34 ale. Yeah, we definitely need more going on here. Don't know what's going on here. I don't like the look of that. Maybe... what's next? 35. So we haven't got this one. Cheese producing utensil is better according to reports. Going to leave that. Tassel. I'm going to say tass. I'm going to... Even... Oh, that's interesting. The L sort of has just gone over there. I don't think that is... that any of the others have done that. I think that just happens to be a thing. Obtuse. Well, we've got pounds here. We've got LB. That's immediately not good. So maybe it's not regale. Maybe it's not regale, because this... what was that one? That was 23 down. Regal. So if it wasn't regal... Oh, of course it's got an own it. Thank you. Okay, piglets in quiet grass. Shh. In grass. Axes for fall down. So that looks like that is becoming axles. So we're adding an L. A red taxi is cab. We don't know what that's going to be. It could be a few things. Six down, don't know. Admires becomes misread. Payback becomes playback. Staves becomes starves. Shandy becomes either handy or sandy. But it has to be either handy or sandy. So that is either C, S or H. And if it's an anagram of compass, then it's got to be the S. So that's interesting. So that is compass, but maybe... okay. Okay, so that's something. Something is going on there. Spent. Where is spent? 13. Have I done that? That becomes sent. Fealties becomes... Where are we? Leafiest. 19 emigrate becomes emirate. 20 manger. Hang on. Manger is a crib. Swap halves of a European. Oh, that's lovely. That's really good. It's the halves of German that swap to get manger, and it looks like we're adding an A for manager. So I can put that in. Yes, so that this one here is the 11 entries that possess the ring itself. Use it to exert power over crossing entries, trapping them with its forceful influence. I have no idea what that means. Regal. Do we have regal? Regale, possibly. Stereo. That's got no in it. Seattle, poked. Pants. That's become ants. So we're dropping the P. Source of unwiped mucus all around. That's 29 down. That is bale becomes elba, and pen for that last one. Fine. Okay, back up to the top to now see. So rascals. Compass. I mean, I want to put the O there. Nothing, and then the C there, and then an A there, but I don't know why. This anagram. First letter then, please. Scarlet, asking me S. Scalars. It's a mathematical quantity with a value but no direction, if I remember rightly. So that is scalars. As opposed to vectors, which have a quantity and a direction. So, piglets in quiet grass. Hams. Hams would be like piglets. Well, that clean becomes clan, I assume. Okay, go for it, Catus. Go for it. If I had it, I've got shrams at the moment, but that's not a type of grass. Shrooms, maybe? No. Quiet is SH. Yes, good. Quiet. Grass? Oats are a grass. Oh, piglets are shoats, are they? Well, that has got an O in it, so it looks like O moves up one. Maybe? 11 entries that possess the ring itself. Use it to exert power over crossing entries, trapping them with its forceful influence. Forceful influence. Absolutely no idea what that means. But it looks like, because it would be SHO, it looks like it's moving one place or something like that. I don't Deposed leader of Uruguay with orderly flanking maneuvers. Finally, okay. Good evening, Liari. I hope you're doing well. You doing all right? Are you about to pick up the kids? Have you picked up the kids? Have you sold the kids so you no longer have to do this? I recommend this. Okay, hints please. Cases were 3 down. There's 4 different things that could be happening to a clue answer before we put it into grid. Add a letter, remove a letter, anagram, or something else with the if it's got a letter O in it. And I don't really know what that bit is. Right, let's put as much of that in. Okay, leader of Uruguay is you. With orderly around the last letter of maneuvers, finally. So we've got orderly, maybe neat. Unseat, there we go. There we are. So unseat, that is then anagrammed before we put it in, and that is going to be Austin, I assume. Oh no! Oh no, I didn't know. Oh, I hope that you are okay. And I hope that the kid is okay. I hope you're all okay. I'm not sorry that I asked, but I'm very sorry to hear that. Oh dear. A red taxi. Scab. Good. That gives us that. We add an S. 6. Persuade. Well, I was thinking of the Texan City, but that's Austin, isn't it? So it's got to be Jane. Yes, you're quite right. Good. Good. Well, I hope you stay okay. And get better than okay. Persuade most of London to rise. Well done. Absolutely no idea on that one, so do let me know if you can spot that. What is the next one of these that I haven't got? 29. Someone had... Did someone have this? You think you know the words? So, what do you think the... Oh, I think you know the... Okay. Strong hints, please, for 29 and 6 down. Very strong hints, please. Pig nose, snout. Oh, very nice. Source of that's nice. So it's you in snot. Source of unwhite mucus, not so it's snout. That's good, and that looks like that might be an anagram. No, it's got an O in it. And Call of the One, Zelda. Pardon me. So some strong hints, please, and the first letter, please, for 6 down. Now that you're all started to get it. C. Oh yes, that's a good point. I was so close. I was 3/4 right, Sensei. London is a writer. Is it Jack London? Call of the Wild is a book by Jack London. Okay, so most of London is Jack, but it's to rise, and well done is ole. So it's cajole. So that is 6 down, and gonna be an anagram of. No, it's got an O in it. It's got an O in it. So oh, hang on. So the O's is it just? Oh, but that's. Oh dear, that's whacker, or however you say it. Okay. So I was going to put the O there for both of them. It would just sort of zing there. But I don't know. Okay. So have I... So compass. So we've got compass. We have Oaxaca. But we've got a U in there now, and I don't like that. We've got owlet. What could you do with a ring? I would put it on someone's finger. So, what does that mean? Say it out loud. Compass. Encompass. Compass. Pawn it, yeah. What else have we got? Sonata. Where's sonata? That's there. So the O would fit in that one. Yeah, it went to R. Okay. If you like it, then you should have put a ring on it. Oh, that's copyright. That's the copyright symbol. Oh my goodness. That okay. So is there one for A? So okay. So sonata would be sort of just an S with an O there, A-T-A. And that gives us, what was one down? Shoats, S-H-O-A-T-S. And then we're just left with some blank squares for there. Oh. Yeah. So we've got owlet, so that's an O around the W and the L. What was this one down? This was 6 down. Just writing compass. Okay. Just writing compass. Just writing in compass. And then that's the M of misread. It gets pushed over to there. Oh, so the H of hassle moves up there and the O takes its place. The oh, but where does the O go in this one? Oh. Oh dear. So it's well, by putting the O, like for 6 across 7 down, by doing the copyright symbol. Yeah, I've not got this. I don't understand this. This last group of entries, when the puzzle is complete, will identify the true master of the ring. So these letters that we're doing stuff with are useful. 6 and 7 down. Oh, sorry, M. So it's not there, so it's just that. Yeah, I'm not getting this at all. Don't understand it. Cajole. Can we do that? Where's cajole? So cajole is 6 down. Let's just see. A, G, and then an O. So we just put an O. It's there. It's there. Write in both compass and misread. Okay, so C, O, M, and an M there as well. No, just that. I want to put an O around the M. I don't get it. That? No, put the M back, sorry. So like that. And then the regular M. I don't get it. So it's that. Okay. So that is just... So it's the O... So we just write the O around the other letter. Okay. So that is... My goodness, I'm so sorry that I'm so dense. So sorry, everyone. O-A-X-A-A-C-A. That is S-H-O. So we can put that in an O. Okay. What is this one then? So that is an owlet. So that goes in an M, W-L-E-T. 28 across. On end. So that goes around an A. What is 27 down? This does not look right. Poked. Okay, P-O. K-E-D, fine. What haven't I put in? Okay, so we have 35 across, which is... We don't know. Oh, dear. Okay, 36 across, tassel. But that is... Oh, dear, something must be wrong there. 30... don't forget sonata. Okay, oh, yes. There's an M there. And 21A. Bevy, thank you. We do know it's Bevy. Right, okay. 38 across. Do we have 38 across? So that is a stride. I am putting that in. And so that is penned. Right, so that helps with that. Rennet. What is 36 across? That is the... criminal steals, stripper's accessory. There's definitely a tassel. $37.8. Oh, we got it there. I'm looking at the wrong one. Oh dear, I'm completely on tilt now. Obtuse. Oh, that's almost looking like Sensei. 25 down is stereo. S-T-E-R-E. And then the O goes around the I. What is 29 down? Snout. Okay, S-N blank U-T. So have we 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So we've got the 11 entries. The 11 entries that possess the ring itself use it to exert power over crossing entries, trapping them within its forceful influence. Could you have just written it goes around? The last group of entries, when the puzzle is complete, will identify the true master of the ring. Muhammad Ali. Muhammad Ali, the true master of the ring. Lovely. I thought it was going to be Lord of the Rings in the end, like with Sauron or something like that. But the extra letters spell out Muhammad Ali. Lovely. So all we need is this one now. This cheese thing. Cheese processing utensil is better according to reports. So it's going. This is an anagram clue, so it's going to end in this ER probably. So it's blank. So we got it's greater for garter. Thank you very, very much. How very irritating. Great. Oh no, Garrett. It's not garter. It's Garrett. That was a 90-minute slog, wasn't it? But that was a lot of fun with the 4 different types of entry going in and the extra letters that cross around the... When I finally worked out the O's, I'm so sorry everyone, was Muhammad Ali!